Hi, this is Nadia Galvez, and today you're going to be crafting with me. Okay, so today I have decided to take this cup and I'm going to add my grandma's name on it because she asked me to. So this step was me actually making the name on the computer. So I took the name and I created it, and then on my computer I screenshotted it and opened it on my computer on the Cricut app. And what I do is I click all the white parts that I don't want on the cutout. So my machine knows that it is cutting out the name Rachel. So this part of the video is the machine physically cutting and creating the part of the cup that I needed. So I did have family around me at this point because we always all craft together, but this is something I enjoy doing. So you can see the machine cutting it. This represents the first step in Bloom's taxonomy, the create. So the machine's actually cutting and creating, like I said, this piece. And so you could see that little cutout. It was actually what I cut out from that gray piece of paper. So then at this point in the project, I am evaluating the piece, I'm evaluating the cut, I'm evaluating whether I like the font. I have to do this thing we call weeding, which is taking out all of the extra paper or like the silvery background paper, and I have to weed it to make to give the A that empty space that it needs. So I'm evaluating, I am judging, I am measuring, I'm kind of testing the material to see if I really like it. And that's kind of where Bloom's second step of evaluating comes in. So after I've weeded out all of it, you can kind of see that I got the final product. So I'm kind of analyzing the product. Do I like it? Let's select this font. Let's go ahead and go through with it. So what I have to do is I have to take a piece of transfer paper and apply it on top. And I have to kind of make it stick. I have to make the glittery part stick to the transfer paper so that way I can lift up the transfer paper and the silvery paper will be stuck on it, and then I transfer it to the cup. This is really, really confusing, it sounds like, with me talking, but you actually seeing me do it might make more sense. So I'm making sure the silver part is sticking to the transfer paper at this point. And it actually is coming up. So it was really easy for me at that point once I realized it was coming up. So then you can see I finally got the name up. And so now it's time to calculate where I want to put it on the cup. It's time to apply my background knowledge of actually doing other cups and other crafts that I can kind of guesstimate and see if it's straight, see if it's where I want it. And I just apply it onto the cup. So I just press it on and then I go over it with my hand or a little tool and make sure that it's sticking to the cup, the silvery part with my grandmother's name on it. And then at that point I kind of realized that it wasn't that straight and that I had a few bubbles within the name. But for the most part it looked okay. And then you can see my mom kind of guiding me. And then you lift up the transfer tape. So at this point, you can see that the silvery text has stuck to the cup. And I'm understanding and that I did mess up a little bit. And there is a few bumps, but overall it was okay. At this point in the project, I'm able to understand what I did wrong, I'm able to reflect on what I did wrong and what I did right. I'm able to reflect on whether or not I liked my final project. And lastly, I can remember all the steps that I took. I can remember where I messed up, what my mistakes were. Maybe I should have taken a little bit more time positioning the name. But overall, I really liked the cup. It was really pretty, and I really enjoyed walking you guys through my crafting process.